It's time for Ink the Book Show with your host, Ryan O'Connor. And now, let's ink the book. Hello, everybody. It's your good pal, wannabe comic book artist, Ryan O'Connor, doing another episode of Ink the Book Show. I have no tea. There's water boiling out there. All work and no tea make Ryan kill people. So this is probably going to be a quick one. I think I'm only going to have time to finish this page. Maybe I'll start the next page. I feel bad because I told the people in the chat yesterday, last night, that I was going to be on today evening, but that wasn't the case. I forgot what time I was available today, but it's always on the channel to rewatch or watch after the fact. I just got ink smeared all over my hand, and let's draw. No. Let me sleep. Oh, you didn't go to work, so you're here. Let me sleep. Well, I'm glad you made it. I hope you didn't not go to work because you're feeling terrible or something. I saw you followed me on Twitter or Instagram, one of the two. Appreciate it. So let's see. Yeah, I mentioned last night that these last few I did were looking real shaggy. Because I was getting a little distracted at the end there. Wait, oh, yeah. I saw this spelling on a commercial too. After the fact, like but it's one that I've been seeing. Like there was a guy with his name spelled that way. Yeah, if you're ever looking for me, I'm just gonna put it in the chat. I mean, there's a million Ryan O'Connors. If I go, I will not turn up, but put Wrangle Shank on everything, so I'm just putting that in the chat. My colleague's name is Ryan, so I assumed me too. Yeah, I'd never noticed, or I've never seen that name before, but yeah, I realized I was seeing this commercial with a guy whose name is on the screen and it's spelled that same way. So I've never seen that. I never noticed that name before, but it was weird. I was like, that's how Sleep was spelling it. Oh, no worries. But yeah, I'm at Wrangleshank on Twitter. I'm at Wrangleshank on Instagram, and I guess I'm Wrangleshank on Twitch and YouTube as well. So this isn't doing me so much good. I think I'm gonna try this thing. Those pens are real spotty for me. This is usually a bit better, but it goes on a little thicker, so you gotta kind of be careful. It's a little sloppier, but a little more reliable at covering up lines. And yeah, I'm sorry. Oh man, did I dragged that line out? I didn't. You thought it was thinner. Oh, this thing? It's it's a fine point, but it does go a little thick sometimes. I had another thing, this Posca. I don't think I have it anymore. There's this Posca white pen that I had, POSCA, I think, and I I opened the package. I used it once, and white just spilled out of it and went everywhere, and it was like empty after that. I was like, okay, I guess I don't know how to use that one. Because I saw it recommended on some other artists, like tools recommendation videos or page on their website or something. Oh, I didn't finish this. Let's see. So I was just texting my brothers and sisters a little while ago about maybe having one of them, if they're interested, helping me make my thumbnails and maybe some other little Photoshop work like that. Because it ends up taking too much of my time. It like takes me away from drawing a little too much. Especially lately, for some reason, it's harder to get to actually starting the video. Oh yeah, we did have fun last night. It ended too soon, I felt like, but it ended like around midnight. It was like, have you heard of those box games? They're like, I might have talked about them with you guys before. I don't remember, but it's like you this game back. It's called Jackbox, and so like you buy it comes with like each pack. It comes with like 4 or 5 games or something like that, and there's one called Quiplash where what is it? I just played it. It's like you you try to come up with the funniest answer or something. Like it asks questions with, or I think it just asks random questions, and then you're just trying to come up with the funniest answer that everybody else votes on. So you're always against somebody else for any given question, and the one whoever gets the most votes wins that round. Then it'll be the next question with two different people paired up. It's funner the more people you can get in. And then there's another one called Fibbage that we like to do, where it's like it asks questions with a true answer, and you're trying to guess the true answer, but everybody puts in their lie as well. So you're trying to guess the true one and not fall for anybody's lie. And then there's always a bunch of other games in the packs too, but we like playing those all together every once in a while. This has to get cleaned up. Yeah, it's pretty fun. So it's like a lot of times we do it when we're all together in the same room, and that's kind of fun. I mean, that's usually the funnest way to do it. Um, and then we're all like submitting answers on our phones, and it's up on the TV. And but last night we had like a Zoom kind of thing where we were all just doing. I do it with my roommates sometimes and our friends out in California, where there's a game that we always end up playing called Trivia Murder Mystery. Yeah, probably. They've gotten pretty popular, especially like since like the pandemic and everything. But what else? What was I saying? Oh, the Trivia Murder Mystery one's pretty fun. It's just a bunch of trivia questions, but then you're also like when you get answers wrong, your little avatar gets killed. These are supposed to be clipboards over here. I'm pretty sure they're in another shot. They don't look quite like clipboards here, but I just know they're supposed to be. They're like hanging on the wall. Which one is my favorite? Quiplash and Fibbage are pretty similar, and those are the ones we always like playing the most. I think that's pretty much across the board the favorite ones. I think it was a new edition that we were playing last night, and I saw something that mentioned submit your own or something like that, which we didn't do, but I thought that was interesting. I wonder if you can submit your own prompts, and they roll into the game. That would be cool. How about video games though? What video game is my favorite? I don't play too many video games. Um, as Sophisti got uh, less good at playing them, um, but I really like, and Liam will tell you the same thing. Crash Bandicoot is our big game that we've always liked playing. So I like a lot of games like that with like just a character running and jumping. Like Mario, I like um, like the side-scrolling Mario games. Like we just got a new one here. My roommate got like Super Mario U Deluxe, I think, for the Switch, and it's just like the old games. I love it so much, and like Donkey Kong, like I like the Super Nintendo kind of games. That's the stuff I like to play. My nephew's really into Luigi's Mansion right now. You think you had which? Crash? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, it's so fun. And then they just came out with that new one. Come to think of it, for what was I playing it on? Switch. The the new one, Crash. It's about time. I bought it, but now I can't remember because I don't. It's all my roommate's system. I guess it's. I guess I bought it on for PlayStation, and that one was really exciting. But I didn't get too far in. It's hard, and I haven't played it in a long time either. But yeah, I've been playing Crash since I was like 13 or something. We have a PlayStation here. It's all my roommates. Because I don't know. I don't go buying too many video games, but uh, he has a Switch and he has a PlayStation. Pretty sure it's just those two. So I have access to one, but I don't know if I even know how to turn it on because I don't know. What do you play, Sleep? Trying to pay attention to beefing up these lines so he kind of stands apart from the background. Oh, although I'm making kind of sloppy lines still. Oh, hey, what love? I was apologizing to let me sleep already because I told you guys that I would be on later in the evening, I think, yesterday, and then I realized later that I'd come on earlier. So I kind of tried to come on a little later, but now I don't think I can stay on too very long, like maybe long enough to finish this page that I started yesterday. Let's see. Man, I am so sloppy on this image for some reason. I think it's these cabinets and just overdrawing these cabinets. Um, let's see. I'm trying to think if there's any other video games I like. I mean, it's yeah. For me, it's mostly like stuff like that: Mario, Donkey Kong, Crash Bandicoot. Beyond that, I don't know what I'm doing very much. Oh, no worries. Oh, I was asking you, what kind of stuff do you like playing? Oh, pardon me, Assassin's Creed. Aren't there a million of those games now? I mean, I guess you could say the same about the stuff that I named. Was that the one? The Black Flag is so good. I didn't try much of the rest of them. Yeah, see that I just know that's an example of a game that I would never be able to play. I would just I'd get stuck running into a wall for like 30 minutes and I'd probably end up shooting myself or something on accident. But is that the one that just got bought by another company and everyone's kind of upset about it? Oh, yeah. He escalates walls. Okay. Then maybe I stand a chance after all. Um, don't know what you're saying there. Vios be diabs. Yep. Whatever you say. Oh, okay. It was some big game. Um, big game that everyone loves. I was hearing it was bought out by a new company, and everyone was kind of outraged by it. Oh, new character, new character. That's what I'm gonna do. The company that owns the game is at Montreal, so maybe after university I can work there. Oh yeah, are you trying to make game? Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. This is so earlier we saw a character looking at, like from the shadows at this room, like they were interested in what was in there. Um, this is a character. I don't know if I say his whole name in this comic. Maybe I do. His name is Billy TV, and he's an alien from a planet called Montana, which is also the name of uh, a state here in the U.S. Yeah, I don't know why his name is Billy TV, but yeah, I like the name. I'm glad you like it. Let's see. And then here, so Bonehead's walking away, having just stolen this other. He steals this one potion or whatever, and then he takes another one and puts it down where he took the other one from. And he's like, they'll never notice. And then somebody blasts something at him, and then he's like, I'm sorry, I took it, or something. I don't know. I don't remember how the script goes. I have it over there. Zwap. And then he sees this guy is the one that just shot at him, and he's like, "Ah, an alien!" think. Oops. Try not to go too thick on this. Must be a cute alien. He's a bad guy here. Right now, I'll say. The Billie Eilish song "Bad Guy." I don't know that one. I don't. Man, I don't know anything. I couldn't even think of when What Love told me she liked George Michael. I couldn't think of a single George Michael song, and it came up later where I was like, "Oh yeah, I gotta check out George Michael," and then I never ended up doing it. I'm just remembering right now. I'm like, I know everybody knows these songs, and I should too. But yeah, I don't know what Billie Eilish does either, because I'm terrible. I'll bet anyone else in my family could rattle off a bunch of Billie Eilish song titles and maybe even sing them, like sing along with them. Not me. You only know one George Michael song. Is it? Let me see. What was the one that What Love named? Is it? Let's see. Is it Careless Whisper? Which yeah, I'm sure I would recognize it when I heard it, but I meant to listen to it a while ago, and yeah, forgot. I never did it. So I'll have to check out George Michael. Just to be on par with normal people. Or one step closer to being on par. Okay. Um, do I know the band Modern Talking? I've never once heard of that. I don't think. Modern Talking. Mm. The name immediately reminded me of the Talking Heads. It's old but gold. I like that. I like the Talking Heads a lot. Not to say that it's anything like Modern Talking. Modern Talking. I'll pull that up too. Brother Louie, Cherry Cherry Lady, or Sherry Sherry Lady. You're my heart, you're my soul. I'm guessing. Trails off. Brother Louie. That that title sounds a little familiar. Liam just texted that he should make that we should make some kind of big bad biker boys skit. Hey, my I'm just thinking like how long that would take, and I'm wondering what that would entail. But I feel like I am. I like the idea. He's got to put that song up somewhere so people can hear it proper. Right? ACDC, I know. That one I grew up with a lot. That's one of my dad's favorite bands. Yeah. I grew up listening to a lot of ACDC and um, Aerosmith, I want to say, and especially Queen. My dad was always really into Queen. Dirty deeds done dirt cheap. Dirty deeds done dirt cheap. Let's see. Um, let's see. I think. I'm gonna make this go to black. My roommate's vacuuming right outside the door. If anyone's wondering what's going on out there. Let's see. Trying to get some black in here. I think I had like a shadow come down, and this wall on this side of this shelf was black on the last page. Though I'm not so sure that the orientation of this room makes sense. I think it's fine. Oh, another phone call. Popular lady? You missed all the vacuuming noise right outside the door over here. That's all. You might have missed me barely sing the tiniest bit of Dirty Deeds. Let's see. Oh no. Dirty deeds and the done dirt cheap. Oh, this looks so cockeyed. How did I get the inspiration for the characters' looks? Well, it was kind of like I was just trying to draw like characters that I would like, really. Um, for for Bonehead with his like weird shaped head, he kind of started out here. I'll show you. He kind of started out. I think the first time I drew him, the idea was that he would just be like a skull or a skeleton with buck teeth. I thought would be a cool, and I think he looked something like. I think he was like rounder headed. And I think he had like a squat body. But I looked away from the paper and gave him a huge club foot. Um, so he looked something like that originally in the first drawing I did of him, and I think after a couple tries, I thought it would be better if he was like a diamond, like straight on. He would be like diamond shaped because I thought it would be more like graphic and like make a good logo or something, like just his head. And and I kind of got a lot of little bits of him from various places that I was thinking about as I was designing him. Like I knew I wanted him to work like some kind of, I don't know. He always had the tie, though it wasn't always crooked like it is. And the pants, the legs, the like straight black legs and feet. I kind of got from, I don't know if you would have ever have seen it, but did you ever see an old Nickelodeon cartoon called Camp Lazlo? Um, it's by the guy who made Rocco's Modern Life, which I don't know if you've seen that either. But all it, Camp Lazlo takes place at a like a summer camp, and then the main character is a monkey, and his friends are like a pygmy rhino and an elephant, and they're all kind of their little scout uniforms all have the same, like all the characters have these like straight black legs and feet. And I at the time I was always drawing these characters with really elaborate pants and feet that always took so long to draw, and I thought it would be easy to have like real simple legs and feet. Um, but the first thing I ever did with Bonehead I was in running, and seemed like a bad idea because for animating because I had like a straight black leg passing a straight black leg, and that was kind of a headache. But if I just did the outlines and filled them in later, it worked better. But as for the alien, like you don't see it here, but he's wearing a t-shirt that says Butte, Butte, which is a place in the state Montana. That was my idea of a joke because it looks like butt, kind of. But I always thought that was like a really stupid joke that I did on other characters in the past, and then I don't know. I just thought like an alien character wearing a hat with an antenna sticking out of it would be kind of cute. Like I think most of the characters kind of started off with some jumping off point like that. Like Boneheads was, I thought, a skull with big buck teeth would be unique. Would kind of be a unique looking character, and then it kind of came out of that, and then the alien with the baseball cap on, I thought would be a little unique. And then Mort, his like little devil buddy. I always knew I wanted a character named Mort who was a devilly guy, but it took me a long time to come up with what that might look like. And his was more of a like less of an aspect of the character and more of just like the idea behind Mort is he's just a zigzag. So he's got his feet and then his knees are always bent. And then he's hunched over. And then his head goes back and his horns go forward. And then he's got a crooked tail as well. Yeah, that does kind of look like SpongeBob. And I wonder if I was thinking of SpongeBob when I got the idea to have a character with buck teeth. I might have been trying to think of um, other characters that were really iconic. That's also why there's a lot of black in Bonehead's design, like his pants, his tie, his eyes, and his eyebrows, which I didn't. Oh yeah, okay. I thought I didn't draw an eyebrow, but it's down. Because I just wanted to make him very like graphic and like he belonged on a sticker or something. That was the main thing I was trying to do with Bonehead's design specifically, and kind of with Mort too. Less so with him, but thank you. a long time ago, I showed all these old notebook drawings of Bonehead. I'll pull those out one of these days and go through those. And like I said, originally I was always kind of drawing Bonehead kind of like straight on, where he looked kind of like that, and he didn't have a jaw. And then when it came time to make him talk, I didn't know how to make that character talk. And then I just kind of like threw this jaw under him. I don't know. Like I did say a few days ago, it's like it seemed like it was such an obvious, simple solution. Just give him a jaw. But it was like I didn't realize he didn't have a jaw at the time. Simple solution that took me a long time to come up with. Because I first made up Bonehead in 2012. 10 years ago, holy cow. Me and my buddy, I made him up when I had just graduated from my art school, but my buddy Ben was still there for another semester, and he was in the a while back. He was in the video game department, and his final was to make a playable level of a game, and he kind of didn't know where to start. And so he called me up and asked me, and he lived in the same neighborhood as me. He called me up and asked me if I had any characters that I would want to animate for a video game. And when he said that, I just kind of heard, "Do you want to design your own video game?" My imagination started running wild, and I was like, "Yeah." And I got off the phone with him, and right away I designed Bonehead, and I knew that he worked at a poison factory. I think I did the first drawings of his boss, Mr. Shivers, characters, and I came up with the idea that Bonehead would take these bottles of poison like this and throw them at these bugs. He would pull them out of his head and throw them at bugs and kill the bugs. And there'd be all these like bugs with like snapping jaws, like coming after him. And he'd have to collect poison bottles, and then he would keep them in his head and pull them out and throw them at bugs. So that was the first. So there's somewhere, I don't know if he still has access to it. I don't think I still have access to it anywhere. I could root around for it, but somewhere there's a very simple game level that you can run around as Bonehead. That was the first thing I ever made with this character. And I did all the character animations for my buddy, and he kind of just worked onto the gameplay. It was very simple. He only had like few weeks to make it. But I made it so Bonehead could duck. I'm pretty sure. I made his jump animation where he's just standing there, kind of bobbing around. And then I made his attacks, like when he pulls the poison out of his head and throws it. Died, he would like spin around and like hold a flower on his chest and fall down. Yeah, he was already Bonehead at that time, and he looked just like this. Only his I don't think his tie was crooked, like in that game, and never like opened his mouth or anything. But I didn't need him to back then. Um, but pretty much he looked just like this by the time I started animating him. So I have to talk. I have to see if I can get Ben on here, and hopefully he's hopefully he's got access to those files somewhere, because I could show that on here. That would be cool. But it was only like one really simple level. But like I said, my imagination ran wild, and I was like determined to make a Bonehead video game for a long time, and I had all kinds of level. I elaborately planned a level 1 across like 4 notebook pages where I mapped it all out and figured out exactly how it was going to play. And I came up with a bunch of other level ideas and like bosses and stuff. Like I wanted to make a Bonehead game for the longest time, but I wasn't the game making one of my friends, so I I would have had to get my friends on board with making all these things, and I don't think anybody really had time for that. But eventually, I decided I wanted to do like cartoons and comics with him. So I made that cartoon that I was talking about before, and then now I'm making a book. I think in one of my notebooks I have the animation, the original drawings for his run animation somewhere, but they're all headless because I when I animated it, I I made a headless run cycle of him running, and then I just took one head and just changed the position on the head and animated it separately on top of his body. But that way I didn't have to draw a, a bunch of different heads. I think it was mostly so the look of the head stayed consistent throughout the run. But there's one of my notebooks has that run cycle somewhere. I should try and put it together again. I wonder if there's a way I can get like a little graphic on the screen, like a little GIF of him running in the corner. I'm sure there's a way I could do that. Like on my videos, just get them running in place in the corner thing. That'd be cool. See, I'll bet I could make videos in Adobe Animate that I could put on here. I wonder. I mean, I still don't know why After Effects is giving me so much trouble. But I'll bet I could do something in Adobe Animate, which I also have. It's just finding time to is the tricky part. More calls. Dang. Is this because you didn't go to work today? Is that why you're getting so many calls? Let Me Sleep is the most popular person in all of Quebec. Oh, that reminds me. When you followed me on, I think it was Instagram. Yes. How much do you charge for an autograph? When you followed me on Instagram, yours was private, but I saw that you have like 100 more followers than me, and it got me wondering, like, how does a person? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm your number one right now. Um, but I was like, how does a person get? I mean, not that I have a ton of followers either, but how do you get that many followers on with a like a private um account? It's like, dang, I can never seem to get followers anymore. School and work. I also make friends online sometimes. There's all these frogs in this aquarium behind him, or whatever you call it. For science stuff. He's in a science lab. Oh, okay. So is there nothing even there? Let's see. No, a lot of photos and all. Then I deleted all of them. Okay. Like, my sister-in-law, I think she's got like, I don't know, some crazy amount of followers. And it's like, you're just posting pictures of your kids and stuff. Like, how do you have that many followers? Instagram really surprises me sometimes. But she's also very she's like a social butterfly. She meets all kinds of people, makes friends out of the blue all everywhere she goes. Oh, thank you. I was doing them every day for the longest time, or very close to every day, like just about every day for like 3 years, I think, or at least 2.5 years. Very like almost religiously, I was doing it, and so many things to keep up with though that it's gotten harder. But I try to still do pretty regular posts. Yeah, I just do like new, like a character design or just whatever pops into my head. Usually, it's usually some kind of character. Let's see. So it's 2:30. I think that is all I have time for. So there's the page, and I'll be back tomorrow. And now I'm not sure when, though. I might be able to find out right now. Let me see. Isn't this fun? Me just looking at my phone. page. Yeah, that was page 97. So at some point tomorrow, I'll do page 98. Let's see. I might be able to say when I'll be on tomorrow, but I might not. Because I don't know what my schedule is like tomorrow. It is. I didn't even ever make my cup of tea. Oh, the hat. Yeah. So I started putting that over there a while ago on top of the lampshade. Page 100. So soon. I meant. Oh, I meant to. I was trying to get to page 109 by the end of the month, but it's. I think I've still done pretty close to 30 pages this month. No, I don't know. I have no idea. Can't be. And this isn't telling me. I'll be on at some point tomorrow. That much I know. So 1 page minimum a day. So this I can technically count as today's page because I'm trying to do about 30 pages a day. Or 30 pages a month. But I don't know. But I'll be back tomorrow doing a page. And that's all I know. But I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for keeping me company all the dang time. You're so kind. Goodbye. See you. See ya.